Alright, so today we're going to do something different. We're going to make a tier list of all the various full art basic land styles. So I have all of them here. There's 24. This is not including any secret layers, not including any judge promos, anything like that. I believe I have all of them here. This is 24, so we're going to rank all of them. So I should say art is subjective, so pretty much everybody's list is going to look different than mine is, but that's okay. I think it should still be pretty fun and interesting to try and rank these. So let's get started, shall we? First up, right here, you can see we have Amonkhet. I put Amonkhet and Hour of Devastation together in one because they're very similar, but this is like Amonkhet block. Let's see. Amonkhet, I'm not going to rank it very highly. I know some people like these, but to me, I'm thinking like when this came out, I didn't even like it then. I didn't really like it now either. It's like it's interesting. It came out when full art lands were still special, because at that time we'd only had it done a few times. It was in the unsets, it was in Zendikar, and I think outside of that, this was the only other time that it came out. But even then, it didn't really feel special to me. Like, it's cool, but they all kind of look the same to me. I'm not so big on these ones. Honestly, I might give this one a D, which might upset some people, but I'm just not a big fan of these ones. So next we have Battle for Zendikar. Once again, it's cool. I would rate these probably. I would rate these higher than the Amonkhet lands. You know, when these came out, it was once again it was still special for full art lands. They weren't in every set. I actually remember this was kind of my first experience with new full art lands because I started playing seriously during Innistrad block with Avacyn Restored. So that was after Zendikar and any unsets. So those were kind of like in the past for me. But then when Battle for Zendikar came out, there was like full art lands are coming back, and it hadn't been done that many times, so it was pretty special. Yeah, so it was still special for me. So actually, what I did was back at the time, these were still expensive as foils. Like it was a pretty big thing to open a foil one of these in a pack. So for my commander deck, I actually bought foils of all of these, the Battle for Zendikar ones for my Selvala deck. I paid $6 per foil one of these, and I think today they're like $1 each, maybe at most or something like that. So it kind of feels bad now, but at the time it did feel special. But it would be cool, but in comparison to a lot of the ones that we have now, there are just ones that look way better than this, I think. So I'm going to put this probably in a C. I would rate it higher than the Amonkhet ones, but still there are much better ones at this point. Up next we have the Brothers War. With this one, I actually, when I saw these, I wasn't really impressed with them. The reason being they came out after we had some really cool ones like Theros, Kamigawa. I think it was it after Infinity. I don't remember. But my main problem with these was that they kind of just felt similar to these two in that it has, yes, it has full art, but the frame and whatnot is kind of just normal. So it's just like full art, but a regular frame. But these ones did grow on me, actually. I do actually like the Brothers War ones quite a bit. One thing in my video that I made making fun of full art basics is that these make me think of Pacific Rim, and they do, and I do like that movie. These ones, when they came out, I probably would have given like a C, but I'm gonna give this probably a B, I think. I do like the Brothers War basic lands. This is quite a popular one, Dominaria United. I do like these. The only complaint really about them is that they feel very similar to me to the Theros lands. Like they are different, but they have a lot of similarities, with it being just like the mana symbol in the middle of the card with some fancy effects around this. The stained glass is really cool. I guess that's a Dominaria thing. It's the stained glass. These ones are cool though. Me personally, it would either be probably an A or B. I'm trying to kind of limit what I rate too highly. I probably would put this a B above the Brothers War though, so we'll rate things in the categories as well. So this would be like a high B, I would say. They are cool. They do look pretty sweet in foil, though. I might revisit this and move it up because, you know, it could potentially be an A for me. The Lord of the Rings, the map ones. These ones are pretty cool. I feel like these ones are popular. You know, a lot of Lord of the Rings fans will like these. Maps in general is kind of a theme that people tend to like. I do like these as well. Um, this one's gonna be hard. So here's a bigger picture of it. This is cool, and what I would really like these if it was just a straight up map with no border here, no this thing around the island, no like header and footer basically. If it was just a map and the words, I guess, and the mana symbol, obviously. But what I don't like about these is this style right here. They seem to use this style as their Universes Beyond thing, which worked pretty well, I think, for the Warhammer cards because it looks metallic to me, but I don't think that fits with Lord of the Rings because you're looking like an old fantasy theme here with the map, but then there's this kind of modern metallic look on these areas here, which I don't like. I feel like this kind of contrasts with the style of the map. So if this was just a straight up map without any of this stuff, this would probably be like an A or an S, but because it has those things, I'm going to put it in a B, probably lower than either of these two. So next up, we have this one, which is, it's not a full art land, actually. It's just the showcase art, but we have it on here. This is the M21 basic lands. These ones kind of remind me of the Guild Kit ones, if you remember those. They are pretty cool, and people do like these. Personally, I'm not really a big fan of these ones. The main reason being that they aren't actually full art. They're, you know, they have a fancy border, but outside of that, they don't feel that special to me. So probably for that reason, I would put it... Honestly, I'm going to put this in a D. I don't really like these ones, but once again, art is subjective, so some people might love them. Here's some actual full art ones, though. These are cool. This is the full art Snowlands from Modern Horizons 1. I think when these came out, full art lands were still kind of special, right? Like, they weren't in every set at that point, were they? I'm pretty sure not. But yeah, these are cool. I mean, they have unique arts. The fact that they're Snowlands is pretty cool. They're basically like the same kind of idea as the Zendikar ones, except they're Snowlands. You know, there isn't really a special border or anything. So I'm going to put them probably in a C above, honestly, below the Zendikar ones. I like the art on the Zendikar ones, you know, the landscapes and whatnot, but it's just a regular border. So next we have, this is kind of a big one. We have the Innistrad Midnight Hunt / Crimson Vow lands. I believe it's called Eternal Night, right? These ones are quite popular, and I do like these. I remember being pretty hyped about them. It's very unique, right? Because there aren't really any other ones that have this kind of black and white style. Like, they made some more after this, but I believe this was the first ones. So I do like that it's quite unique. It does break the border a little bit anyway. So here you can see how it does actually break the border here, as opposed to the Zendikar and Amonkhet ones, where this is just kind of opaque here and here. So I like that aspect of it. I like it when it breaks the border. I chose this art in particular because I feel like this is the most popular one. I remember this is one that I buy listed a lot. When these came out, I remember for a while, because people were so hyped about them, it was very, I don't know, profitable. I'm not sure if profitable is the right word, but it was very easy to break even on opening a pack because you got one of these in every pack, and you could buy list these for like $1 or $2 each, depending on which store you sent them to. You can't do that anymore, but back in the day you could. And this, I remember being the most popular one, basically the whole time, even still today. But these ones, they are cool. The thing I don't like about them is because they're all washed out, black and white. The only way to show the color really is by the, you know, the stripe around the border and the mana symbol. So I don't like playing multiple colors of these in the same deck because I have confused myself sometimes and played the wrong land, thinking that it was a different one, just because they all kind of do look the same because they don't have much color on them. So for that reason, that kind of holds it back a little bit. But I do like them. I'm going to put them in an A up here, so our first A. So next we have another quite new one, the March of the Machine. These ones they look pretty different. For some, like Lord of the Rings and Innistrad, they have a very distinct theme that ties them together. These ones not so much. Like I guess the theme is that they have the Phyrexian symbol in the landscape somewhere, so they look pretty different. I have the swamp here though. These ones they're cool, but I feel like they're very forgettable because the only distinguishing feature is the Phyrexian symbol somewhere. I think I would probably put these in like either a C or a D. Honestly, I'd put them probably in a C here below the Zendikar and the Modern Horizons ones. Like, they're fine, but there are much better ones, I think. Another big one coming up here. You probably know where this is going to go already. Kamigawa, Neon Dynasty. If you've seen my videos, you know this is my favorite full art land style. I did a poll on my channel yesterday, actually. By far, Kamigawa was #1. There are some people that don't like these, and that's fine, but me personally, I think these are awesome. I have a hard time seeing anything top these. These are going to go in S tier, way up top, and yeah, I don't see anything replacing those. I like them. So we have for the next ones, there are 3 different ones for the same set. We have Phyrexia All Will Be One. So we're going to start off with the regular full art lands, I guess. These to me are kind of the same as the March of the Machine ones, where they're cool, but there isn't really a theme to the border or the art style, I guess, that ties them all together. There's a theme in the subject matter that ties them together, in that it's Phyrexian structures, like what you can see here, this weird thing with legs. But once again, the thing that I don't like about these is that there isn't really a special border or art style. It's just, it's full art, and that's kind of the only special thing about it, is it's full art. I will put these above the March of the Machine ones right here, but that's going to go in C tier for me. Another big one, this is the Phyrexian text lands. These ones are very popular. What I do like about these is that they have a unique art style rather than just the subject matter. This is one thing I pointed out in my other videos also, is this is very similar to the Crushing Brutality Secret Lair or whatever, but the thing is, that's the same artist that did these, so it makes sense they would be the same. These are very cool. I have some that I've kept for myself, so I believe when I opened any product for this, I kept any of the foil one of these that I opened, and I buy listed some of the non-foil ones, but these are cool. I definitely could see myself using these in some decks. These are going to go, I don't think they're going to be in an S tier for me. They're going to be in an A. I probably would put them A above Innistrad, actually. So I do like these. I think they're pretty sweet. These ones also are very popular. They're also quite expensive, I think, because you could only get these in the complete bundle, the Oilsick lands. So looking at these right here, it doesn't really do it justice, even if I've pulled up a big picture of it, because what makes these really special is the unique foiling on them. And I don't own any of these, but I have seen them. I've seen them in real life. They are really cool. It's too bad I don't own one, because I could show you on camera here. But yeah, what makes these really special is the unique foiling. I think these are really cool. People will pay a really big premium to have these lands, and I think these, yeah, I'm pretty sure these are going to go in S tier for me. These are very unique. They look awesome. They have special foiling. Yeah, I'm going to put these in S tier below Kamigawa. Next we have a pretty interesting one. We have New Capenna, the showcase lands. This is called Art Deco style, I think. It's actually pretty cool. So this one, it kind of falls into the same category as the C tier ones for me, in that it doesn't have a unique border, but it does have a unique art style and also subject matter. I think this is pretty cool. These could be rated quite highly by me, I think, if they had a unique border, but they don't. But the art itself is very cool. It's very unique. It's stylized. I do like it. I don't think I play these in any of my decks, but I have some in my New Capenna binder, and I enjoy looking at them when I go through the binder. I think I'm going to put this in B tier, probably right here, actually, would be a good spot. I kind of want to put it above the Brothers War because it does have a unique art style, but at the same time, I think these mechs are pretty cool. But I do like these ones. Theros Beyond Death. This was, I think this was before they started putting full art lands in every set, because prior to this we had some unset stuff. We had Zendikar, Amonkhet. We had Throne of Eldraine, which didn't have any special basic lands, but after Throne of Eldraine we had Theros Beyond Death, which brought back, fancy basic lands. And these ones are very popular. People call them the Pokemon lands because they look like Pokemon energy cards, which is true. Might upset some people, but I was never really a big fan of these. They are cool, but I feel like there are cooler ones, much cooler ones actually. I don't play these in any of my decks. Usually I kind of just buy list these when I get them. But I can appreciate them, and I can appreciate that other people appreciate them. I don't dislike them. I just like other ones better. I am gonna put these in B tier. Probably it's either gonna be above or below Dominaria. I think I'll put it above Dominaria. We'll put it right here. Number 1 place in B tier. I like them. There are just other ones that I like better. So next is a pretty important one because I believe this is the first ever full art basic land, and it's actually, so it's kind of funny because compared to some that you see nowadays, it's not really that full art, but it's more full art than a regular basic land. We have the unglued basic lands right here. So yeah, this is the first ever ones, and for that, I feel like it's pretty special. It's funny, years ago I would have put these like up, and these would have been S tier compared to what we had years ago, but there's just so many unique ones these days. I think, I'm gonna put this one in, it kind of feels bad to put it lower than A, but I'm gonna put it in B tier in first place, because it does have a unique and interesting border. It's important historically, but just in comparison to some of these other ones, if I'm just going by how cool it looks, I would play other ones over this. Up next we have, these ones are weird because it's kind of a combination of unglued plus I think unhinged or something like that, but these are the unsanctioned lands, I believe. It's basically the unglued ones minus the border. You just have like, so it kind of has part of the border. It has the overlay. These ones are cool. I would probably rate these, I might give these an A. They look really cool. They're true borderless. The art goes all the way to the end of the card. The art itself is nice. They have a unique style. I don't have any of these. I don't play them in any of my decks, but I think they look pretty sweet. I am actually going to put these up in an A. Okay, so next we have a couple other pretty big ones. There's two from Unfinity. They're quite new. So the pimped out version of these is going to be the Galaxy Foils, and those ones can be pretty expensive, but we're starting off with this style of the, I don't know what this is called, but it's this style of the Unfinity lands. It's like the like you're on the surface of the land, I guess, of the planet for Unfinity. These ones they do look really cool, but this is something that I feel about this, and that I've read many other people feel also, is that just this weird big thing, these like swirls they have around the mana symbol, that's way too big, and I feel like it just detracts from the card. I would much prefer if they didn't have those swirls and it was just the mana symbol. If it was for that case, I would rate these higher. I am still going to rate these high because I think they look pretty awesome. I'm going to put them in an A tier right here between Phyrexian and Innistrad Midnight Hunt. I like these. I think they're pretty cool. So next, we have the other Unfinity lands, which I feel like are pretty much universally liked better. These look awesome. All of them do. I've chosen the mountain here as an example. These are what called the orbital ones, I think. But yeah, these look awesome. They're very you know, the subject matter is unique. It is actually true borderless. The foil, the galaxy foil in particular, looks really cool. This one is going to be an S tier for me also. I like these a lot, and I'm going to put it above the oil slick lands even. Because if we're talking, so what makes the oil slick lands special is the foiling. What makes these special also is the foiling, but if you're disregarding the foiling, if you just had both of these in non-foil, even though these, I don't think they exist in non-foil, these I think would look way cooler. But yeah, S tier definitely, these for me, I think they're awesome. Next we have another unset land, Unhinged. This was, I guess, the second... I don't remember if this was after Zendikar block or not, so I guess this was either the second or third iteration of full art lands. These are cool. They're more full art than the unglued ones. They do still have a border on them, but I like these. These are quite expensive in foil. They're pretty rare to get these in foil. These are pretty old nowadays. I'm going to put this in probably a B tier above unglued. One land that's not on the list is the Double Masters ones, because those are just reprints. They are a little bit different because they had the Battle for Zendikar ones, I think, in this kind of style. But those are just reprints, so we have them on here already. These ones, though, Unstable. I like these ones a lot. These ones, I would consider this true borderless, because it does go all the way to the edge of the card. It has a top and bottom border, but it has no side borders. These are awesome. I'm going to put these in S tier right here, even above the Unfinity ones. Prior to the Kamigawa lands, these were my favorite lands by far. These are still expensive, even not in non-foil. I'm going to show you something here. I have a binder. It's going to be hard to show on camera, but I have a binder here. I save these lands. I have a bunch of mountains there. I have more of the mountains because for my Pioneer deck, it's mono red. So all of the mountains in that deck are this mountain from Unstable. I like it a lot. I think it's awesome. And it's an S tier for me. This is number 2 for me. Number 1 is Kamigawa, number 2 is Unstable. Okay, we have 3 left. There's one here that isn't actually even out yet as I'm recording this video. This is the brand new one from Wilds of Eldraine. These ones are actually pretty cool. They aren't true borderless. They do have a border, but they kind of fall into the same category as these Lord of the Rings ones, where you just have the top and bottom thing. They don't... It's kind of weird that they don't have a unique border style, because I believe Throne of Eldraine was the first set to have showcase art style, so unique borders. So it's kind of weird to me that these wouldn't have the, you know, this, like the storybook border or whatever it is, which I think would have looked really cool on this. If they did have that, I would put this like way up here probably, but I do like these. I like the art. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm going to put it somewhere in B tier, probably around here. So I might put it like right here. I think these are cool. I just wish that they had a unique border style, and then they would at least be an A tier. Okay, down to the last 2. They're so they were special, but they're kind of normal ones at this point. So we have Zendikar, original Zendikar, and Zendikar Rising. They are basically the same. So we have original Zendikar. It's cool. It would have been S tier back in the day, but there's just so many different ones to choose from now that I'm going to put it... So you can see these other ones I have in C tier, very similar ones. I'm going to put it in B tier, probably low B. I'll put it above the Zendikar, Battle for Zendikar ones, because it's, you know, it's what came before these. The art itself, the art does look nice. It's landscapes, you got hedrons on them. One thing that's cool about this is it's kind of easy to miss, but the border is actually different than the Zendikar Rising and Battle for Zendikar ones, because on the newer ones, the BFZ ones, it's just a straight border here, but the border is curved a little bit. You can see on the original Zendikar ones, which does make it more unique. It's something. But yeah, I like these. I just, you know, there's so many more options at this point that they're not so special anymore. And it's going to be kind of the same thing with Zendikar Rising. I'm going to put these in C tier above Battle for Zendikar. That's something I remember thinking when Zendikar Rising came out was the art itself. Like, it's the exact same style as Zendikar Rising for border and whatnot, but the art itself, I do like the art better in general than Battle for Zendikar. So we'll put it in a CT here, number 1 right there. So there we have it. We have ranked all of the showcase art or full art basic lands that currently exist for, you know, the regular sets and your Modern Horizons and unsets and whatnot. Unless I forgot one, which I might have, but I don't think I did. So you can see up top here we have 4 in S tier. Number 1 being Kamigawa, 2 with Unstable, 3 with Unfinity, the orbital ones, and then number 4 with the oil slick ones. And so looking at this in general, what it seems like is I like ones that have a unique border style or that are true borderless or that have a unique art style, I guess. The ones that I don't like as much, they have a regular border. They don't really have a unique art style. They just have unique subject matter, like these Zendikar ones. They're, you know, they're full art, but they have a regular full art border. It's showing Zendikar lands. It's not really stylized or anything. Same with these, snow lands, the Amonkhet lands, the Phyrexian lands. And then in the middle, we've got some cool ones like Theros, Dominaria. Got some unset lands. I feel like almost everybody's lists, if they were to make one of these, they would look different. It would be very hard to have any 2 lists be exactly the same simply because art is subjective. Alright, so let me know in the comments below, how would you rate yours? I'm sure it would be different. Some of them might be the same. I feel like a lot of people like a lot of these S tier ones, but some that I rated in the middle here, people probably would put these up as the normal ones. So let me know your thoughts. Otherwise, though, if you're still watching, thanks for watching. It'd be cool if you can like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. I'd encourage everyone to come join my Discord server. You can find a link to that in the video description below. Also, if you want to purchase any Magic cards, you can go to face2facegames.com. They sponsor the channel, and you can use code 8thPlaceDave at the checkout to save 5% on your order. Otherwise, though, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.